Hello, everyone. Today is November 7th, and this is our meeting number 6, and we will continue to discuss habit number 2. As usual, we are starting with our group chat, and today we are discussing Richard's question. He is asking, how do you define fact and the truth? And we just listen Patrick answer. Please, you can read it. It's on the screen. Let's continue. Luis, Luis, are you here today? No, we don't have Luis, but he posted a very nice 6 habits that will upgrade your life. And it's very interesting, guys. When we started to talk at the beginning, Luis, if you will join us, unfortunately, I cannot see. Please step ahead and you will read what you posted. I mentioned that 7 Habits is a classical book. This is why it was called one of the most influential book of 20th century by Forbes. Because when we study that, I can tell you that we don't need to almost study anything else. And whatever I'm reading, I see
habits of highly effective.
I see that everything is
like their insight, and I love it.
Yes, I'm muted. So let's see. Let's see. Look, it's somebody else wrote. I don't know. He didn't post who, but 6 habits that will upgrade your life. Let's see first. Take responsibility. It's habit number 1. We were talking about very deeply. Let's see habit number 2. Create a mental image. It's habit number 2. It's what we will talk today when we will finish our habit. Let's see habit number 3. Prioritize. Oh my God. Prioritize and exercise discipline. What is that? It's habit number 3. I'm sorry, guys. Mr. Covey wrote this book in 1989. So, and I assume this was written a little bit later. So it's kind of plagiarism to me because it's copied complete 3 habits. So let's look next. Commit to lifelong learning. This is habit number 7. Stay the course. This is actually we were persistent is essential factor, and this we discussed in the first meeting in paradigm and principles. And the habit number 6, wake up early. It's habit number 7. So you see, 3 habits were copied completely, and the rest habits was partially take. So what I want to say, this still beautiful, this still wonderful, but it's not the full. It's not the full story, and it's just take something part. So stick with us. Mr. Covey will give you the full view of how to improve your life. And now, let's see. Let's continue to discuss Richard's question. Yes, please, Richard.
One thing that I recall reading in 7 Habits is that Mr. Covey asked a similar question related to the picture that he said, if you look at it one way, it looks like a young woman. If you look at it a different way, it looks like an old lady. And in those 2 views, those are 2 different views. It's a relative truth to each person. Right. But the facts behind it is that there's black lines on a white background, and that's about the facts that you can tell. So facts are fairly basic in their content, and then from there it's just our paradigms that develop our truths.
Thank you, very good adding. So let's look at the difference between facts, truth, and I think opinion is very closely related. Actually, I can ask, would you like I will ask you first, what is fact? What do you think? What is fact? Yes, Richard?
I did see the word indisputable, and I guess you could say when a very large portion of people agree, like 99%, then it certainly probably is a fact.
Okay, okay. So let's see. A fact is something that is indisputable and proven through calculation and experience. A fact is something that definitely occurred in the past and in a specific point of time or under a specific circumstance. One of the most important things to keep in mind that facts change. So this is the point, that what is today is the fact, tomorrow it can be not. So there is nothing stagnant in life, guys. There is nothing that we learned what this is fact 30 years ago and this is a fact today. No, not at all. So keep this in mind. What is truth? Patrick answered already, and his answer was pretty good. So if no opinion, Richard?
What we choose to believe.
I like it. I like it. Okay, let's move. Truth, something which was accepted as true in accordance with facts, beliefs, and reality. Wow. And what is opinion? Actually, let me show to you what I found in Bible, and it's actually was fascinating. In our desire to discover the truth, we should strive to get all the facts. Listen more than we speak, since we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and reach conclusion only when the facts are in. Wow, what a deep truth, guys. They are saying it in James 1:18. They're saying pretty right thing. Because facts and truth, what I took it from internet, and this is I took from Bible. Yes, Tracy.
Okay, so I'm really surprised with the last statement of the definition of fact, that facts can change.
Yes.
Because when I think of gravity, what goes up will come down. Isn't that a fact?
It's a very good question. So this is not necessarily that all facts will be changed. It's something, but not all the time. And keep your question in mind. Then we will have a little bit forward a little game, and you will ask that question. Okay. It's a great question, Patrick.
I would think. Go ahead from that.
I like to actually address Tracy's question, because I thought about it too when I read Richard's comment. I was like, well, isn't facts where gravity it occurs everywhere if you're on Earth, right? But if you are in space, right, it's less, right? Gravity is less. And if you're farther away from the gravity, the arc of gravity, it might not even impact you. So therefore, it goes back to the sentence before last, where it says like a point in time and under a specific condition or circumstance. If you're on Earth, yes, gravity applies, right? So that is a fact, right? However, if you're in Pluto, right, which is farther away, and I don't know the gravitational, whatever on Pluto, it might be different. So from that perspective, that's where the facts change because of the change in circumstance.
Yes, yes. And for example, the example of changing fact, everybody knows that before people thought that the earth is flat. It's a fact. And right now we know that the earth is a circle, like a ball. So this is a new fact. So this is how it's changing. Yes, Amber.
Thank you, Patrick.
I guess this confused me a little bit because it sounds like I'm hearing like relative truths and not exactly facts. It's like, for example, a fact is that gravity exists no matter where you are, like despite whether or not it's lower gravity or higher gravity, or if there's like other things attached to it. I feel like that is a fact because you can actually test that with calculation. I feel like the truth, like for example, what someone just mentioned just now, saying that people thought that the world was flat before, I think that's what you said.
Right.
And with new information and etc., I feel like that was a truth back in the day. Like, I feel like that was a truth because it was based on popular belief at the time and quote unquote what they perceived as reality. I don't think that was an absolute like fact at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm getting a little bit confused because I thought that truth would be more relative versus a fact, which can be proven and repeated.
Yes, I absolutely see what you mean. And Richard was right when he said that it's a very blurry border between fact and truth, and we can spend actually the whole meeting just to clarify that. This is Amber, I apologize, but this is not will be the point when we need to concentrate. I actually did it just for fun. I'm not philosopher or professor in order to prove you with concrete knowledge of it. So I put it to spark your interest, and please discover yourself, read yourself, and participate in our chat board, and we will continue. But so far, I just put a general point, and what I like what you pointed, for example, truth. There is not one truth. There is scientific truth. There is relative truth, how Patrick said. There is absolute truth. There is even spiritual truth. So this is many different kinds of truth. So let's move ahead. And what is opinion? Thank you for everyone was saying wonderfully. What is opinion? I think it's pretty easy, pretty easy. Yes, Richard.
I would say it's neither fact nor truth.
Yes, you're right. A view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on facts or knowledge. Sorry, Sean, maybe you wanted to answer even better. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it was our personal experiences, you know, tailored into what we foresee.
Perfect. Thank you. So guys, let's practice a little bit and we will remember Tracy's question. And again, remember this is made just for fun. We came for Mr. Covey and I don't want to spend the whole hour for that. So I will do this and you will tell me, is it fact? Is it truth? Or it's opinion. And please, you can turn on your microphones and just talk because we don't have time for hands. Just unmute your microphone and just talk. What is that?
That's a fact.
Okay, next.
Yep, I feel like that's a fact as well.
Okay.
I think it's a relative truth.
Okay. Well, guys, faster, we need to go to
It's a fact.
Okay, Stefan, hello. Guys, it's the truth.
In body, yes, we're mortals. In spirit, we might not.
Yes, so it's the truth because it was accepted as the truth according with facts belief. It's not one like fact. It's something something one undisputable and proven, and it's something single, like Richard said, it's the line, black line, it's the fact. Let's see next. Your heart pumps blood through your body.
I want to
That's
say
a
Fact.
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 Yes, guys, you're right. It's a fact. The cake taste is delicious.
It's an opinion.
Of course.
opinion.
Every day we become what we are meant to be. This is
Opinion.
spiritual. What?
Opinion.
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 Okay.
Opinion.
Opinion.
It's a spiritual truth.
What?
It's a spiritual truth. If you will study any spirituality, doesn't matter where, enlightenment, religion, spirituality, you will it will be said everywhere, so it's accepted as the truth. Yes, Richard?
If there's some basis of belief behind it, then it's most likely the truth.
Okay. Okay. Changing is nature's law.
Truth.
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 Fact.
Change is inevitable.
Fact.
Okay, it's truth, guys. I will wait a little bit. I want that everyone would say, okay? I won't be so in hurry. There are 50 states in the United States.
It's a fact.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that gonna be a truth or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Puerto Rico
absolutely.
become a state?
And there are territories also.
Yes.
Opinion.
yes, oh,
Opinion. It's better to live in
Opinion.
Singapore than Japan.
Opinion.
yes, yes, you're right. A shrimp's hearts in its head.
Oh, a shrimp
I don't
heart
know that
is in
one.
it. That must be a
No, it
fa-
sounds like a fact, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know that one.
It could
I
be a
don't know
fact,
either.
but I don't know.
What,
Could be a
Sean?
fact, but I don't know.
I'm gonna
could
say
be a
Why
fact, I
part of
don't
the
know.
option?
Right, it just you don't know, guys, but it's a funny but scientific fact.
Yeah.
Water is tasteless, colorless, and odorless.
Truth.
Truth.
Fact.
Truth.
You could have
Opinion.
the water.
It's an
It's like an
opinion.
opinion
It's an
also.
opinion.
Sometimes I
And to
have
me, it's a little bit more than opinion. Opinion what? It's I like that, I don't like that, he's handsome, she's beautiful. This is more opinion. This
True.
is kind of, guys, this is tasteless, colorless, and odorless. So is anybody
could
think
be- it
that
could be a
it's
fact.
red color?
be
Anybody
a
think
fact.
that water is have some smell? No, guys, it's the truth.
Some people have some very questionable water.
No, it's already some not clean water. We are talking about the clean water, the original water.
It doesn't
Well,
specify.
well. Let me tell you that as a native, as a New Yorker that moved to Florida, I cannot still drink Hill. It's
We
just
don't-
taste. I do not like the taste. I do not like the smell. So
Oh, that's my favorite water.
This is talking about original water.
I cannot
Like-
still drink it. I am so sorry. I
Okay,
can't.
because it's habit. It's
Huh?
habit. You used to drink other water. Yes, but
Zephyr Hills
original
and
water is
Dasani
good.
are my least favorite.
Say it again.
I don't like Zephyr Hills either. Dasani too. It also tastes bad, I think.
No, you can't compare those. Dasani is like an absolute truth that is bad.
Okay, guys. This is just for our conversation. I accept all of your opinions. Let's move ahead. It is physically impossible for pigs to look up into the sky.
Fact.
Fact.
Yes, it's a funny
Interesting.
fact,
Yeah.
but it is. You're right.
I didn't know that either.
Yes, so you're
Wow.
learning sometime all the time. Beethoven had a reputation as a virtuoso pianist.
That's
Truth.
the truth.
That's the truth.
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 But could it change though if he's already deceased? Like, is it a fact now?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was a
guys, it's a fact.
reputation.
It's a single thing.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
fact.
fact.
I think it would be a fact.
Anything that costs you your mental health is too expensive.
Opinion.
Opinion,
Opinion.
The truth.
opinion.
Truth.
It's kind of more
truth.
deep to me, more deep than opinion.
This
Yes,
is true.
it's truth. Yes, 1 liter of water weighs 1 kilogram on Earth.
Oh my
It's
God.
fact.
I'm
Right.
gonna say fact.
Must be a
Fact.
fact.
Fact,
Yes.
probably.
Yes, yes. She looks sad.
Opinion.
Opinion.
Absolutely. People use their legs to walk.
Truth.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Some people don't, you know.
No,
Well, we were meant
No
to. if you
exclusion,
were-
we are talking about something basic. Yes, guys, it's a fact. Bali tigers are extinct.
Oh, is it a fact already? I mean, is it?
Uh-oh.
I mean, I
If so, I'm gonna
think
say
some of
fact.
them are
Fact.
some of them are extinct, but I don't know about Bali. But I think so. It should
Okay,
it could be a
you're
fact.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You have to cover your journey by alone. Everyone is busy with their own stuff.
A truth.
I'm
Truth.
gonna say truth.
It's a spiritual truth.
It's the truth.
Nike is more useful than X.
Opinion.
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 We don't have any problems with it.
I prefer Adidas.
Adidas.
I like
Adidas, and I
Under
said them correctly. Thank you. Oh, again,
Under Armour.
sorry, I used the second time. The Earth is revolving around the sun.
The
Fact.
truth.
It's just gonna be a truth.
Fact.
Even
I
though I
thought
think
the
it's
sun
fact.
is revolving around the earth. I thought it was opposite.
Oh dear.
Yes, it's true.
They used to think it was something else, right?
Yeah, they used to think that it was like Earth centric. They used to think that the Earth was the center of the galaxy or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
we
the
can go
truth
compare-
is based on facts. Do you remember it saying the truth is something which is accepted based on facts, opinion, not opinions, beliefs and reality. So the
So-
movie was boring.
We haven't proven that the
Opinion.
Earth revolves around the sun.
For
think
right
it's
now,
different.
yes, but we don't know what will be in a couple of millions years. Maybe we don't see something.
But for now, it's a fact.
It's again, I won't go into conversation, guys, because I'm not a professional on it.
Okay.
I was using the respectable sources. It's only what I want to say. But if
Okay.
you can think differently, it's completely acceptable. The movie was boring.
Opinion.
Opinion.
Yes, this.
Opinion.
I am exist.
It's a fact.
Fact.
Truth.
Yes.
It's a fact. It's the truth. It's an opinion. I would say it's the three of them.
Opinion, come on, guys.
It's a fact.
But
But
we
truth.
perceive our existence. Do we actually perceive it correctly though?
What if he's dead?
Oh, we could be in a pod right now in space. We
There
wouldn't
is
even know.
many, in
You're
order
so
to
good.
prove that we exist, there is many things. There is in belief, there is in facts, there is in reality. Just pinch yourself and you will feel that you exist. There is many of things, not only one thing, right?
That's what I'm
like
saying.
one
That
liter
it
of
applies.
water.
The three of them applies. The truth.
Oh, okay. Sorry for that. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sun gives
Looking at
us light.
perception.
Oh yeah, that should be a fact.
Ooh. I want to say a fact, but I feel like I'm gonna say a truth, just because it seems like it'll be a truth. Then I guess.
Okay, so yes, it's true. And now Amber question is, Amber, what did you ask?
Oh no, I didn't ask anything. I was just thinking
Who asked gravitation?
that.
Tracy.
Well,
Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy. So what would we answer right now to Tracy? Is gravitation is the fact or a truth?
Truth.
The truth.
I would agree. I would tend to agree. Okay, guys, I hope you had fun. And you see that it's not very easy. It's blurry, but with more thought, more thinking, we can come to it. But if we need it, so and let's do very quick review, especially for our new people who didn't, who wasn't able to be on our meeting. So I actually would prefer to go this way, that it would go faster. So we were talking about our circle of influence, and Mr. Covey said that to work on our circle of influence, there is many ways, and I will tell to our newcomers that, guys, this is our circle of influence. Not influence somebody else, not do something new. Our circle of influence is my thoughts, and work on our thoughts takes a lot of involvement and time and energy and learning, actually, because right now we are all led by our thoughts. We are following our thoughts because we think that we are thinking it, but we are not our thoughts. We are not our mind. We are not our brain. We are not our bodies. So, and from our thoughts, when we will be able to control our thoughts, our words, action, behavior, reaction, decision, choices, attitude, mindset, mood will follow. So this is how important to control our thoughts. And Mr. Covey is saying about this is our circle of influence. And he's saying that to be a better listener. So, and we were going through 7 steps of listening maturity. Guys who haven't been on our meeting, please see the link to our previous meeting. Let me know if you see it. And plus look through these 7 steps to a listening maturity. They are fantastic. First, we need to just have a desire to listening. Then we need to try to hear, then try to understand and remember something. And continue with the person what's said, because the most misunderstanding is happening when we misunderstood. And only at number 6 we can say our opinion. Who is doing that? I do it sometimes when I remember, and I still want to remember and doing. Then Mr. Covey suggested us to be a more loving marriage partner, and we discussed it very deeply. We said that love is not a feeling. Love is a verb. Love your partner, treat, listen, take care of it. And only after the feeling will come. So he also said be a more cooperative and dedicated employer. And sometimes it's even a smile. And we know from a good attitude, from good mood, comes our better work of our body system. Our mind works better, our hormonal balance working better. So it's that important. And we were talking that all emotions are thoughts. And from emotions are going our suffering. So what can we put the line that our suffering is all mental? We all created our suffering. Please, let's divide between suffering and pain. We don't talk about physical pain. We are talking about suffering. So when you will be able to control your thoughts, which are in the circle of your influence, it's what you can do. Not control somebody else's thoughts, control your thoughts. We will get rid of our suffering. Isn't it great? What can be better? What can benefit better? And we were talking about who I am, guys. This should be the most profound and important question of your life. Because if we don't know who we are, how can we manage our life? We don't know anything about ourselves. No, I don't want to spend more time about it. If you would be interested, you will take care of it by yourself. But this is very important. Better we know ourselves, the better life. The more happier you are, the more fulfilled you are, the more satisfied you are, the more you know what you are going, where are you going, what are you doing. So guys, basically, I am the creator, I'm the programmer, I'm responsible for my own life. And you remember that we were talking about responsibility, that responsibility we can extend. We can extend our responsibility out of our homes. We are very responsible for our home. But how's about go out our home and be continue responsible? This is how in spirituality we are seeing people who are grow out of their homes and extend their responsibility. I told that I'm going and walking on the beach every single day. If I am not responsible, I don't pick up the garbage. I will just pass it. If I'm responsible, I will pick it up, and I'm going with my gloves and a bag every single day. And very interesting note I noticed, because I don't do it for 1, 2, 3, 5 days. I'm doing years and years at how long I'm living in Miami. So I can tell you 15% of people just saying me thank you. I don't do it for them. I don't look for them, but see where we are. It's like the whole humanity. So 15% saying me thank you. 75%, guys, they try to don't notice me. They do something and it's visible. They don't try, they try, some of them try to hide their eyes. Why? Because they feel they can do it too, but they don't have power or don't have willpower to do it yet. They will. We all growing and we are going to be better and be more responsible and be more spiritual and be happier. We are growing, but they are just not yet there. So 75% pretend that they don't see me. And can you imagine 10% making fun of me? They give some jokes, mean, oh, you're so great at it. Oh, you're so great at garbage. I even hear that, but I don't care. So see, guys, 15% where people are, 75% in the middle, and 10% in the a little bit independent level, we can say, dependent level. Okay, and we were talking about that our mind is programmable. Guys, it's fascinating. Right now, I so fascinated by this, that our mind is a biological computer, that I started to read a book, Buddha's Brain. It was written by neuropsychologists and neurologists. It's Buddha's Brain, based, not based, they took his quotes and they put it on our modern science. It's a practical book for practical guide to your brain and how to create more happiness, love, and wisdom. And it's what Buddha was telling us 2,500 years ago, but we still don't believe him. Why? No, we actually believe him, right? We believe Buddha. But why we don't change? Why we don't follow? Why we don't follow? We believe Christ, but we don't follow. Because our mind is so conditioned that we don't have willpower to do that. What those respectable saints and the enlightened people were telling to us. But don't worry, we are where we are. We are who we are, and this is the best platform for us to grow. Not platform of Buddha or platform of Christ. We are not there yet, but we will be. With our persistence and with our willpower, we will be. Eventually, everyone will be enlightened. Probably in a couple of millions of years, so I hope sooner. So we were talking that how important to go, to know where you go, in order to not end up like this probably very successful man. So what was happening to him? Simply he was very effective. He put half of his life to study and then to make his career. And suddenly, and eventually he figured out that it's not what he wanted. So see how important what we will talk just right right now, okay, slightly further, how it's important to know where you're going. We were talking that all things are created twice, and this, your mental first creation is more important than realization. Why? Because if this blueprint, this mental image will be wrong, these guys will build their own house, or it would be banned, or it would be ruined, or they won't enjoy it. So this is very important. Mr. Covey is saying that many people miss it, this very important step. Please don't do it. We were talking about that our children who will send to college, it's a great, it's very prestigious and they're very taking care of them, but do we need to do it right after the school? I don't want that you would be in this 70%, 40% they don't use degree and 30% cannot find a job. So give them a break and let them figure out what they want and then help them to go to the college. We were talking about that if we don't take responsibility, if we don't take initiative for us, somebody else or circumstances will take care of us. And our life will be shaped by default or by somebody else, right? So, and the leadership and management, of course, leadership is more important than management. It's like first creation leadership. You need to create something and then to manage. So, and finally, we came to our mission statement. Mr. Covey said that is the very and the most effective way to begin with the end in mind is to develop your personal mission statement, and he compared it to a personal constitution. He said that we need to start with the center, and from center, focus, power, wisdom, and security will go. And we talk about that in order to find your center, we need to be aware of some alternative center, which are actually not your center. And we can be put our center on spouse, and it's not the right center because we will depend from our spouse. Family centeredness, it's also surprisingly wrong. It's as a center, it's ironically destroys us because we draw our sense of security or personal worth from the family tradition and culture. So, and this is exactly wrong. So we were talking about children centeredness when we won't be able to raise them properly because we will depend on their opinion and we try to please them in order to raise them correctly. So work-centeredness, when person sacrifice relationship and health and draw his identity from his work, right? Money-centeredness, it's a very common and logical center. And we talk about that guys don't understand only money is very important and they provide the necessary basic of our life. And the money is actually one fun. You can buy whatever you want, right? But of course, money cannot make you happy. And what actually money will make? Money will make you more of what you already are. So if you're unhappy, money will give you unbelievably unhappy. If you're depressed and you got money, your depression will darken. If you are a jerk and you got money, you become a big jerk. And if you're sweet and generous, you can change the entire community. We were talking about possession centeredness. It's also very similar what I was talking. We were talking about pleasure centeredness, which actually don't have much value or doesn't have any value. What friends and enemies centeredness, please check our recording which I posted. We talk a lot about it, the church-centeredness and self-centeredness, and we defined what does mean self-centeredness. It's when we violate the rights of other people. And Mr. Covey suggested that identify your center. So, and we came to, let's move ahead. I skipped something. So let me put slideshow. So guys, our mission statement. So I guess we are ready. We made a great review, and we are ready to write our mission statement. So based on our right and the right principles, who can say what's the difference between right principles and wrong principles? I think the guys who, oh, Nicole, what are you doing? This is something was doing. Okay. So guys, do you know the difference between wrong principles and right principles? It would be easy to answer people who were with us, but anyway, yes, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Say it again.
I can answer, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So what I found is that with, you're talking about right principles or wrong principles, everything's relative. And one gentleman mentioned also the same thing that I believe about absolute and relative truth at the beginning of the seminar. So it's similar to this idea of, you know, what is right and wrong can vary based on society. But I think if we look at law helps us to understand what's moral many times or ethical, but there could be some religious variation from society to society. And also it could depend on the power structure in the society. If you have a society that's patriarchal, you know, where men are more dominant, or matriarchal, where women are more dominant, or egalitarian. So everything's relative, and we even have cultural relativism. So I would say, tentatively speaking, what's right is what's for the greater good. And what's wrong is something that would hurt or harm someone, without meaning. But if you tell a soldier that's fighting for freedom for one country and they have to go against something, I think you were alluding to something in the beginning, and they have to protect a society and a way of life or something like that, then they would have to hurt somebody to stop the violence. So everything's relative on a cross-cultural or socio-political context. We have religious variables. And just because something's the law, it doesn't always also mean it's morally right. Dr. King, said that law doesn't have to make a man love me, but it can keep him from lynching me.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Very, very deep answer. Richard?
When it comes to right and wrong principles, I was thinking back about towards the beginning where Covey talked about the inside-out approach, character ethic versus personality ethic. Character ethic being all those things that should be inside of us that guide us, like honesty, humility. I forget the rest of them, but there's a good list of them.
Yes, thank you. You were very close to the book what we are studying, and thank you, Paul. It was a very deep answer based on many things. I will be just like Richard, a little bit more close to the Mr. Covey. So wrong principles simply are based on people, things, emotions, and situations. How Richard said, it's outside. And right principles are deep, fundamental truth, classic truth, generic common denominators, and something was going for thousands of years. So this is Mr. Covey. approach. Oh, we will go with this all the time. I'm sorry, it's something of the member accidentally did. So what do you mean, Mr. Covey meant? Admittedly, we are not omniscient. Our knowledge and understanding of correct principles is limited by our lack of awareness of our true nature. What does he mean? Do you want to discuss just for 5 minutes? Please, guys, make a photo of it, and I will give you just 5 minutes and break you in the room. You will need to accept it. Так, it's 18. Yeah, I'll make for group. Okay, I opened. Please accept, and you'll be in a group. Discuss, and please choose a person who will present your opinion. Make a photo.
Can you put me in the group again?
Yes,
I hit,
Sean, where are you? I don't see you. Sean, see, I see. Move. Which group move? I see what the second. I'll move. I moved you. Do you see? Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, welcome back. Who would like to talk? Group number 1. Something was with group number 1. I didn't see many people there. Group number 2.
Well, in group 2, we had a sort of a sideline conversation. It seemed important. We didn't exactly get to the question at hand. But,
Okay.
we did have a good conversation.
Wonderful. Okay, anybody else? Group number 3.
We were having a very, we were almost there. We were having this discussion, and we have a difference of opinion. So
Nice, nice. Group number 4.
Yeah, we basically, we were basically talking about the idea of accepting our not being omniscient, not knowing everything. And it goes back to habit 1 in terms of, we basically work with what we have, right? And then expand from there. And I think the common mistake that, all of us make when we're younger is like, we think we know everything, where in reality, we basically are at the other end of the spectrum.
I know it.
So,
I
but
do
yeah,
agree
so that's
that.
where we're at.
the older I've gotten, the more I realize that I don't know as much.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's just really, and I think as a man, I think most of us probably, I don't know that I was really a man full, until about 33. Was it much different the way I thought in my 30s than I did in my 20s. And I even consciously thought of that. You know what I mean? Like, I just remember being so much different.
Man, Coach Robert, I thought you would have like the what is it, the Powerball numbers.
I no, not at all.
Thank you, guys. I absolutely agree with you, and I love your answers. Yes, it's exactly what's happening, guys. I'm studying this book pretty deeply the first time, and actually we have a Patrick who is with this book for 20 years, so we can only applaud to him. And he is saying that every time he's reading, he discovers something new. And I can tell you absolutely the same with me. I was reading that, I remember that, but I missed that lack of awareness of our true nature. And what I thought, it's just some words. No, it just words which didn't make sense to me. This is how we are missing the truth, not the truth, how to say, where we missing the depthness of where we are. If we are our mind and we are on some level, we can hear it. The truth is here. What Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. Where somebody is coming, where not coming or going, preparing suitcases to some paradise, somebody is afraid to go to hell. Guys, everything is within us. Everything is here. This is why I'm trying to influence you to study yourself. And so before I was just didn't understand it, what he was talking, but now I'm studying spirituality and I more understand and I completely agree with him. Spirituality, guys, enlightenment is not esoteric anymore. It's the reality. It's already Mr. Covey is talking about us. And all enlightened masters are saying, and Jesus, how I said that everything is here within us. We need to study ourselves, not what is going outside. And if we are not ready, we just don't see it. So Mr. Covey is saying that we need to realign our paradigm and bring our paradigm with harmony with the correct principles, and we decide already defined what is right principles and what is wrong principles. I will what I posted there, that this is one of the greatest enlightened master, and he said absolutely this is not even spirituality, this is a bold statement. Guys, don't be childish. It is easier to change than suffer. But what we are doing, do we change? Do we study? No, we prefer suffer, right? And blame everyone around. He's saying growing up of your childishness. That's all. But he's saying you must be ready for it. Readiness is ripeness. You do not see the real because your mind is not ready for it. It was happening to me. I didn't see that. But again, I was said already, you are where you are who you are. So, and this is the best platform to start. So we are coming back to our mission statement. And this is our will be constitution. Viktor Frankl said a very interesting thing that we need to keep in mind and don't copy anybody else, guys. You are unique. You have your mission in life, and you are what he's saying here, that everyone's task is unique. We need to remember that. Value yourself, respect yourself, cherish yourself, love yourself. And only after that you will be able to love, cherish, and respect the other people as well. And Mr. Covey is saying that fundamentally your mission statement, because your constitution becomes your constitution, the solid expression of your vision and values, right? It becomes the criterion by which you measure everything in your life. Well, the mission statement is not something that you can write overnight. It takes deep introspection, careful analysis, thoughtfulness, and often you need to rewrite it many times. And I will ask people who were with us the first session, Patrick, Richard, how did you write your mission statement? Can I ask you, do you use it? Does it help you in life? Can you guys share with us?
I guess I can go first.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, I have my mission statement framed, and it's very visible to me. And I do look at it quite often. I can't say that I've changed it at all. I haven't found any reason to change it yet. But I find that there are some things on my list that still need work. Other things seem to come naturally, but there's certainly some things I still need to work on.
Beautiful.
When it comes to making certain tough decisions, I can look at my mission statement And sometimes the answers are pretty apparent.
Wonderful, wonderful. I do believe in it. Thank you. A couple words, Patrick, do you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Richard about, you know, in terms of mission statement, you know, not changing it often, primarily because that's your, you know, for me personally, I mean, don't get me wrong, I tweak it like maybe every 5-6 years, because as my personal life experience, you know, basically all make me change it. I have it posted all over the place. I have it as a screensaver on all my computers, and not screensaver, as my background picture, right? And you know, in terms of, yeah, there are tweaks here and there, but not so much. And I do refer to it every day, you know, just to remind myself what I should be doing every day. So.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I also have my mission statement, and it's always stay on my table, and I absolutely love it. So far I didn't change it, and it's like 1 year. So far I didn't change it. Thank you so much for your sharing. So Mr. Covey talks a lot about our right and left brain. So we don't use enough. He's saying that we don't use enough our right brain. And let's see what is in our left brain: analysis, logic, language, reasoning, science, written, numbers, control. And our right brain is all about awareness, creativity, imagination, intuition, insight, music awareness. So it's more about the visionary and creativity, right? And I prepared also that we can go with our imagination and visualization. We can go to some biases, but I guess we won't have time for that. So this is from the book. Abraham Maslow said, he that is good with a hammer tends to think everything is a nail. And I wanted that you would discuss what does it mean. So this I post Abraham Maslow. He was he's an American psychologist, and he is mostly famous for his hierarchy of needs. So you see, basic, it's psychological needs: food, water, rest. Safety needs, it's also going into basic, but a little bit higher. Then it's going psychological needs. You can read it quickly by yourself. And the highest, it's self-fulfillment needs. And guys, you see what is the highest? Self-actualization. It's all about knowing yourself. It's all about self-awareness. It's already not only esoteric, it's not religion, it's not spirituality. It's already psychologists and all people with science talking about it. Yes, please wake up and stop thinking only about material needs. It's important, it's basic needs, but this is the highest step of what we are can reach. So I will skip our discussion. And Mr. Covey is saying that almost all of the world-class athletes and other peak performers are visualizer. They see it, they feel it, they experience it before they actually do it. They begin with the end in mind. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And so actually Mr. Covey warns us a little bit, be careful and do not submit ourselves to any extravagant claims, programs, which are not based on scientific evidence. He actually even mentioned Bible, and probably he meant that there is a lot of sects with based on Bible, but people can go into tragic circumstances, right? Because he said visualization and imagination are a form of programming our brain. So he offered in his class to visualize, for example, if we can live only 1 month, what you can do. And I posted before that a wise person lives like it's his last day. of his life, and a full person lives like he's eternal. So what does it mean? It means that do every day your best. Don't postpone on later. And this is do not postpone. In the end of, we only regret the chances we didn't take it. Don't be afraid, take a chance, any chance you are taking in your life. And this I will give you, just read by yourself, guys. I want to finish today with our mission statement, with our habit number 2. Just look quickly. This is 12 things people regret the most before they die. I don't want that you would repeat that mistakes. Okay, can I go ahead?
Yes.
Yes. So guys, and now we'll discuss how to write your personal mission statement. So this would be 5 steps of suggestion how to do that. So first, take a brainstorm and organize your life into key area: relationship, health, religion, career, finances, education, and family. Also consider each of your role. Normally it includes spouse, parents, employee, right? Student, brother, sister, and reflect on these areas in terms of your beliefs, principles, progresses to date, causes, concern, etc. But ideally, you would identify 3 or 4 core values. Number 2, can I ask somebody to read?
I can if you want me to.
Yes, Maria, please.
Okay. Ask yourself hard questions. When am I at my best and worst as parent, employer, employee, or spouse? Where do my natural talents lie? What's important to me personally and professionally? What gets me up in the morning and what makes me want to stay in bed? What does my perfect day look like? What values guide my work, studies, and relationships? What principles am I not prepared to violate? This may include professional charters that you've signed up to. What mistakes have I made so far, and how I can avoid repeating them? What are my goals?
Thank you. Thank you. Very clear and very pleasant voice.
You're welcome.
I would suggest who want see our our recording, make a photos. It's will help you very much to write your mission statement. So this is brainstorm number 1, number 2, number 3. Do I have a volunteer to read, please?
I'll read.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Every good mission statement includes some long-term goals. Consider where you would like to be and who you want to become over the next 12 months, 5 years, and even 10 years. You could write a list of places you'd like to visit, an online course you're going to take, dreams you hope to realize, product you want to create, write a book.
Thank you. Very nice. So guys, consider also what you would do if you would have unlimited time, unlimited money and resources. So when you're writing your personal goals, think big. Do I have a volunteer to read, please?
I can do it, Lena. This is
Yes,
Sanjay.
please. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so write your mission statement, gather all the information in a pertinent document to review regularly. And imagine your 100th birthday and think about what you would like people to say about you. Cover all the aspects of your life, work, health, family. Use these words. I believe I am happiest when, I am at my best when. Now you brought up Christ. And what I did is I printed this. Can you all see this?
No,
Oh, you
No,
can't do this? I don't know why
it's
my,
blurred. It's blurry. It's blurred.
oh, it's saying that host disabled screen share. Never mind. I guess it, oh, no, let me see. Let me see.
You have to unblur your screensaver is what they're
How's
saying.
this?
There you go, there you go.
yes, we
Okay.
see the picture. Now we see the picture.
So what you are having here is exactly what I'm doing. So I am listing my goals and I have it with Christ. I want to give a lot of
Nice.
money to charities, work on my music, family, hobbies. I want to find the ideal woman who likes to go horseback riding, go traveling. I have
Oh
the
my
vision-
God, I'm married, but I like those things. I
Really?
want to travel and I like horseback riding.
So
Oh,
great.
thank you.
Thank you, Paul. You can, yeah, we can communicate, and I can post on our PowerPoint and shows. Share. Maybe we'll share with people more deeply. Thank you. And number 5. Do I have a volunteer to read, please?
I'll do it.
Yes,
I'll
Patrick.
do it.
Review your mission statement regularly. You may choose to put your mission statement on your wall or keep it somewhere private but accessible. You don't need to every day, but it's good practice to keep a personal mission statement in an accessible location. Ideally, read it once a quarter.
Absolutely. So if you will write it and put it into the shelf, you will never use it. It should be framed and put on your table or on the shelf that you would see it regularly. So this is the step which help you. And we actually have something else to personal mission statement. I remember last time Patrick shared with us, and is anybody wants to share about family mission statement?
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
Yes, we have Mr. Covey were talking about family mission statement.
Oh,
Yes, Richard, please.
I haven't written any statements, so I can't.
Very
answer.
interesting. Richard will share with us about family mission statement from the book, from the Covey.
Yeah, it's something I've been thinking about. A personal mission statement is very localized to yourself, but for your family, it's also applicable. Mission statements have generally been something for larger organizations, corporations, religions, and so on. And family being a smaller set, didn't have that kind of end in mind attitude. And so when problems happen, the result is we're reactive to those problems as opposed to having a methodical way of approaching those things. So a family mission statement would have the shared vision, values, and goals of the family. It could be done together with everybody participating and sharing their views on those things. And then use it once you've developed it to guide your decisions, your actions, your goals in the future. Should a problem happen, instead of being reactive and maybe yelling and screaming or arguing, then you look at your mission statement and use that to come to a resolution. That way, everybody has a common frame of mind and a common approach to problems. And it also, I would review it I would review it twice a year, just to keep it fresh in everybody's mind.
Thank you, Richard. Very informative and to the point. I actually like that idea, and maybe I can work with it with my family. So very inspiring. Thank you. So guys, we are done for today. We are on time. Good for us. We finished habit number 2. And I hope you are interested in writing a mission, your personal mission statement. Next meeting, I will ask our member, and with their permission, I will share a couple of mission statements which was written previously And you can start to work on it. So guys, it's for me difficult to go without your feedback. So because this is we are a community, we are a team, and I need to hear from you. So can we have a couple of minutes? So I don't ask you to tell about me. This is not about me. This is a team. So I want to hear what you learned today, what you are taking with you. What was sparkle your interest, something what was like stay in your mind, something you think useful. Can I have a couple of words as your feedback, please?
Well, I learned about facts and the definition. So, and then the way Patrick explained it too was very helpful.
Thank you, Tracy.
This is Maria.
Yes, I see.
I love the start with the end in mind. It is something that I wasn't aware that sometimes I was practicing, but now that I am aware, I will practice it even more. And I will relay that information to my son. And also I will urge him to write a mission statement so that he can have more of a clear journey, like throughout his college years into his career. So I hope he can listen to me and write his mission statement, because I did explain to him about begin with the end in mind, and he found it interesting.
Wonderful, wonderful. Make them make him to join us if we can. If we can. But even what you are doing, it's fantastic. Thank you, Maria. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I like the one about the hammer. The man that's good with the hammer thinks that everything is a nail.
Yes, I planned to discuss it, but unfortunately we were out of time. I wanted to put it in groups.
We could go on and on about that one. That was a real good one,
Okay,
about
let's
perspective and opinion.
Let's discuss it next time if you want.
Okay.
Okay, so next time I will plan it. Awesome. Carlos, please.
I think the different opinions and thoughts and the way people think in this group and the adding it's just so much more of a multiplication or exponential.
Right.
That's the understanding of all this. I mean, I just enjoy the different perspectives, the different opinions, the different thoughts and things like that. It helps expand and open my mind a lot. So I think it's very useful, just again, because everybody's got their own way of looking at things and presenting, which is, I think that's the strength in any group.
I 100% agree with you on that one.
Thank you, Tracy. Bill, please.
Yeah, I really like the idea of the mission statement. So, every morning I get up and I have certain like routines or things I do, or, maybe even things I'm confronted with, like issues, problems, different. And the idea of just, writing a mission statement to have more of a clear cut, like idea of what you actually want out of your life is awesome. And of course I've thought about it before, and like even journaling is almost like a form of that. You write down your day, things you want to improve on, stuff like that. But I like the mission statement, and I also want to say I agree with the hammer and the nail. I like that analogy.
Nice.
Just that. Yeah, I was like I could literally relate that to my own life in multiple ways, but.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank
We
you so
already
much.
will improve. I hear from you what you want, and definitely it will be better. So, Stefan, please.
Yeah, I'm not sure what a principal center is. What would be in that? What would be, what would be a principal centered person or life? And I can understand the alternate centers and where those might be a problem.
Well, Stephen, principal center just means that you have certain ethical or moral standards, right? That are your boundaries that you don't cross, right?
Okay.
So, for example, I'll take the things from the Christian tradition, right? So, like for example, the Great Commandment, right? Especially love your neighbor as yourself, right? That would be
Okay.
a principal center. So, therefore, and I use this, right, in my personal mission statement is basically, being more patient, more kind, right, and more humble, right? Being a type A person, very hard to do, right? So, and I know that Nicole is laughing at me. So, so therefore, that would be being principal center, right? Let's say, if you're about to be pissed off at somebody, you got to think like, well, look at from the other person's perspective, right? How would they feel like, from that, so that would be a principal center. That's an example of what it means to be principal center. I hope that helps.
Yes.
Some principles that like I apply that from my own experience, like that have kept me out of a lot of trouble is if you wouldn't say it to a stranger in an elevator, don't say it online.
Yes, I actually read it too. Yes. Thank you, guys.
If I could chime in, I think what Richard was saying and what we all should be aware of is what you said, Lena, to check in every day on our mission statement, because otherwise we forget to be more patient, to be more kind. We are in autopilot. We're programmed the way we're programmed. We have to consciously make the effort to be more patient, to be more kind, to listen more before we speak more. And Patrick said it so well, as did you, Lena. Every
Yes,
day.
thank you, Nicole. You're so right, and Patrick said well, and you added well. It's so interesting what I'm writing every day, and I'm actually putting on my bracelet. You won't believe whatever I'm reading. I'm in my spiritual school. Whatever I'm reading, I'm saying, yes, it's great. Yes, I will do it. I will never forget it. I will forget in half an hour. And if we won't read in front of us, how Nicole said and how Patrick said, we are in our lives, we are forgetting with what we wanted, what we need. But right now, I'm putting something from the book I said, Buddha's Brain. It's fascinating science fact, but we need to think about it in order to change our habit. We need to think about it as often as possible. Yes, absolutely right. And I would continue, but guys, I need to let you go. Thank you so much for your feedback. I tremendously enjoyed our conversation. Somebody, Bill, you read Buddha's Brain. Wonderful. Do you like that book?
Yeah, it was it was a while ago, but it was really good. I liked it. I really enjoyed it, but I couldn't quote anything from it because it's been quite a while, maybe
it's a book. Yes, it's a practical guide to enrich your life, and it needs practice. It's like 7 habits. It needs to practice. Okay, guys, I look forward to see you next Monday. My pleasure. Next Monday at 7 p.m. All of you, and bring your friends. Let's make the world better. The more better and happier and the responsible people around us, the better world. This is how to make the world better, not to hope on government or somebody else. It only depends from us.
Observing panels for dealing
Oh,
with
wonderful. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lena, is there a place where I can access the slides that you showed for writing a mission statement? How can I get to those?
I think you join us, right?
Okay, it's on WhatsApp?
Yes, I will post everything.
Okay.
I will post all screenshots.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
Good night. Tracy, I see you. I love your smile. Thank you for participating.
Thank you for
Your aiding is
doing
one.
this. I had a question.
Go
Is
ahead.
it possible that I can get the session from last Monday and then I missed part of it today because I had to go to another meeting
Yes.
without joining the WhatsApp group?
Go to, let me stop recording.